Welcome back to the show. Well, it's a contentious issue here in Australia, to tip or not to tip. Ride-sharing giant Uber is set to introduce a tipping feature to its app in Australia by the end of the year. It's already launched in the States where tipping is routine. So where do you stand on the great tipping debate? Let's go head-to-head now with Shelly Horton and Robin Bailey. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm going to start with you, Shelly. Would you tip an Uber driver?
Oh, I'm going to sound stingy on national television. No. I think that the best thing about the Uber is you don't get the cab driver at the end taking your credit card and just going, hey, we're going to round that up to 15 from 13.50. I think when it comes to Uber driving, when you give your 5 stars, that is like a tip because it means they're going to get a lot more work. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I tip in restaurants, but I'm not that keen on tipping Uber drivers.
What about you, Robin? Are you a tipper?
I am a bit of a tipper, particularly if it's a very short fare. I feel bad that I've got them to come out, and so I'll tip in person. I would never do it on the app. But here's the thing, okay? So you know how we've got the USS Ronald Reagan in town in Brisbane at the moment, and we have like 3,500 sailors here in Brisbane enjoying our wares.
Yeah.
We spoke to a madam, and she was saying that all the sailors that are coming into her establishment are not tipping because it's not the culture here in Australia.
Oh, so they're very quickly adapted.
Oh, they have very quickly adapted. So regardless of what happens in the States, in Australia we don't tip, and I think that that's fair enough. And people overseas know that, so why would we start to adopt their culture when we're not doing it ourselves?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I think one of the reasons people like Uber so much is it's so simple that there's no exchange of money.
Yep.
That just immediately comes out of your account. When you get to your destination, you just hop straight out, cheery goodbye, finish off the conversation you might have been having. And then, as you say, Shelley, you do your 5 stars and you feel like that was a great transaction.
Absolutely.
Everybody was friendly, everyone was accountable. But the minute you start throwing tipping in, it does start to become a bit awkward.
Absolutely. And Robin, with Uber, they have a minimum fare. I think it's $8. So even if it is a short trip, they're actually getting...
I know. But, that's really mean. And the other thing is, too, if I really like someone's service and I want to physically give them the cash, I would never do it on an app because you just don't know what you're going to get. But, I mean...
But part of the thing with Uber is that there's no cash, so it's safer for the drivers. So you shouldn't be giving them cash.
Okay, so who doesn't want cash, people? Like, seriously.
That's a very good point.
I'm just justifying my stinginess, really.
Yeah, I always tip taxi drivers unless they do the wrong thing. But, yeah, I'm a bit of a sucker where that's concerned. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah. We are asking the question, how old is too old to rock it out at a music festival? Well, the average age of festival attendees these days has now been revealed, and apparently it's the ripe young age of 37. Robin, this revelation has been described by some as tragic. What do you reckon?
No, it's not. We've just had Splendour in the Grass at Byron. Are you kidding me? I wanted to take my 17-year-old son, and if we didn't have soccer carnivals in Cairns, I would have taken all 3 of my children. For goodness sake, Powderfinger got... Did you see the absolute, complete joy from the general public about Powderfinger when they came on stage? They're not the young ones getting excited. I mean, I had a lot of friends who took their 15 and 17-year-old kids. I'm sorry, I'm 50 next year. I am going to rock that festival for as long as I can.
And everybody loved Tina Arena as well. And, most of those young kids that were going, they wouldn't have been born when Sorrento Moon was a hit. So, Shelley, age, just a number, right?
Yeah, I really don't have any issue with the age, as long as they're not like toolies, where they're preying on younger people. If they're just going to enjoy the music festival, go for it. Yeah. And, I mean, these festivals are expensive. We're talking, for the 3-day pass for Splendour, it was like $375, I think. So, we've got kids who can't afford Avo on toast. So I can imagine that Gen Ys are having to save their pennies to go to a festival. So, of course, there's going to be filling a void with some of the older people. I say rock it out, like, no problem.
Or hitting up parents like me, because that's what my son wanted to do. He's like, Mum, want to come to Splendour, but don't wear any shorty shorts. I'm like, no, buddy, I won't be doing that.
You'll have to get a second mortgage to take 3 kids to the next festival.
Yeah, that's a good point. I also figure part of our job as parents is to embarrass our children, particularly when they're teenagers.
Bit of daggy mum dancing in the mosh pit.
Yeah, no daggy mum dancing. I outdance my kids, if you don't mind.
Oh, really?
Just quietly. All right, guys, great to see you. I can't do it at the moment, of course.
Yeah, cast
Shelly
to
and
prove it.
Robin, great to see you. Now, still to come, get your Christmas planning sorted.